Okay, so I'm playing with Menoth. I bring P-Kreoss one as my warcaster. He's bringing the Fire Salvation and a proxy of Redeemer here. A minimum unit of Choir with the Avatar of Menoth. Oh, sorry, this is the Vassal of Moneth, yeah. And then a full unit of Exemplar Errants plus the Officer and the Standard Bearer. That's my 25 points.
So for today's 25-point battle, I am bringing Dr.Arkadius with Targ, his Warcaster attachment and assistant. In his battle group, he has a Warhog, a Roadhog, a Boar, a Gorax, and then he's got a Bogthrog Misspeaker, Kwack and Gub, and a unit of Swamp Gobber Bellows. That is my 25 points. So at the start of my turn, Arkadius, I run the Roadhog forward and the Boar into position. Arkadius cast Force Evolution on the Warhog. He cast Hyper Aggressive and he moved up and camped 2. Everyone else just sort of ran up. I did a bit of a snafu here where I boxed in Arkadius. Thankfully, my opponent graciously killed that little goblin so that Arkadius is no longer boxed in. The reason I did this is so that Arkadius after this, he can walk up, needle these 2, and hopefully they'll get their boosted to hit and damage. On the other side, P-Kreoss moved up. He cast Defender's Ward on the Errants. He cast Lamentation on himself. The Fire of Salvation ran to the objective. The Redeemer shot 3 times. Did not wounded him for 3 and killed the goblin. The Errants moved up, sort of shuffled sideways, shot a couple of times at the Warhog, but did no damage. Yeah. And we're on to turn 2. the start of turn 2, Arkadius moved up. He needled these two for adrenaline shots so that their next attacks are auto boosted to hit and damage. Then he feeded. He feeded the war beasts forward. The warhog there, and everyone else kind of failing their charges here just to get into position. Kwack and Gub gave these two Enliven, and the rest of these guys made Fort Arkadius. The gun Boar moved up, took his shots, and then Targ gave him auxiliary attack for boosted attack and damage to try to whittle these guys down. The Warhog killed the Fire of Salvation and the objective, netting me 2 scenario points, 1 for the zone and 1 for the objective. The Roadhog moved up, shot down through the line, killed 3, but then very cannily, my opponent killed the one he was in melee with.
With a self-sacrifice.
With a self-sacrifice, so that the Roadhog could not continue his attack, could not make my lightning strike back. Very good play on his part. That was mine, and then on his turn,
I allocate 1 focus on the Redeemer, and then the Vassal of Moneth give 1 with the Empower to the Redeemer, so the Redeemer has 3 focus, and then the Choir of Menoth sing the +2 damage onto the Redeemer, and then the P-Kreoss walks 5 inches, the full movement, and then try to do a caster kill with his feet, which is knocking down all of the opponent's army.
He got everything. Everything is knocked down on my side.
And then I just try to shove all of my ranged attack towards the Arkadius.
Yeah. So the Redeemer shot what, 3 times?
Three times.
3 times.
To the another model.
Yeah.
And then the 3 of the errands move up to the edge of the forest and shoot to the knockdown Arkadius, leaving him only 3?
on 3 health.
On 3 health.
With 1 transfer.
Yeah.
So that was again very good play. He killed the Gobber, shot twice at Targ because those were the targets that he could see, and stupidly enough for me, they were in blast range of Arkadius.
And then leave the P-Kreoss cast Defender's Ward on him, giving him +2 on defense and armor, and then Cam 5 focus on him.
He camped 5. Yeah. So I guess I'm gonna have to try killing P-Kreoss after this somehow. We'll see. Okay, so after turn 3, this is the state of the board of the battlefield. I started by Arkadius scampering over here, trying to save his hide because he's down to 1 life after cutting, because you know math is hard. And then I healed myself back up to 4. I camped 3, 2, something like that. The Warhog frenzied onto the Roadhog, did some damage. I activated the gun bore first, took a shot at K-Kreoss, did a bit of damage. The Gorax cast Primal on the Roadhog. The Roadhog charged K-Kreoss, tried to knock him down with the tusk 2 times, failed both times, even with boosted attacks. The Redeemer walked over here and then shot down the fish sticks. Yeah.
Hoping the blast damage.
Yeah, he was hoping the blast damage would scatter over to Arkadius, but it didn't, thankfully. I forgot to activate Targ. He was supposed to move up, ancillary attack, shoot 1 more time at K-Kreoss, but oh well. And then K-Kreoss walked over casually and cast, what was the spell?
Cleansing Fire.
Cleansing Fire, twice at Arkadius. Did hit once, did 15 damage, which got transferred over to the Warhog.
Sorry, it was Immolation.
Oh, Immolation.
Yeah, not Cleansing Fire.
Yeah. So, and missed the second shot. So that was turn 3, and we're going to move on to turn 4, where the Roadhog has to frenzy. We'll see what happens. And that is game. So K-Kreoss shot twice, and at the start of my turn, the Roadhog had the frenzy, and bam. He charged K-Kreoss in the back and did just enough damage
To kill off K-Kreoss.
to kill off K-Kreoss. It was dice -3. He had 1 focus, but he only had 3 HP left.
3 HP left.
Yeah, okay, so just enough to kill K-Kreoss. And that is game. Cracking game. Alright. Thank you for watching. Until next time.